What's up, everybody? Welcome to the OGL Podcast, first of its kind, completely raw, uncut, off the rails, and random as shit. I have with me here a couple of guests. They will pretty much probably be attending every single one of these damn things. But go ahead and introduce yourself first. On my left, I have KH Anime.
What's up, ladies and gents? The one and only KHM on the usual Mario Maker. Keep calm and game on, folks.
All right, thank you very much, you bastard. Next, we got the Good Shepherd.
It's the Good Shepherd, and you need to let me introduce myself, alright? You better check yourself. Anyways, greetings, good people. It's the Good Shepherd. Expect me to say random comments and do whatever I feel like. Don't worry, I'll keep my cursing to a minimum, but if I confuse the hell out of you, don't worry, that's normal.
And as always, I'm Dr. Feelgood, the guy with the smooth moves and groovy tunes, always in a damn good gaming mood. Well, let's get this started. Well, the topic I would like to bring up right now is, I'm not sure if you guys have read, but this whole thing with the new NX rumors. Now, before I get started, anyone that knows me knows I don't talk about NX. I've never done a video about NX. I may mention a podcast and give my 2 cents. But it's not something I put focus in and day out trying to find new stuff. I believe in the old-fashioned method. Just wait until Nintendo announces the damn thing and talks about it. But there's a rumor going around, and I hadn't read it because it's clickbait, but the title was something along the lines of the NX will allow 4K streaming and or use the PS4 console or some shit. I know.
Sorry, please continue with your important piece of information.
But you know, there are a few individuals that I'm subscribed to, and of course, shout out to them. I'm not going to mention any names, but they've already released videos talking about this rumor, and it didn't come from Nintendo. But I just want to get you guys' take on it. And before I let in when you guys go, we just had one of our illustrious guests drop in. My man Double M. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Yo, what's up, people?
I'll go on, road boy.
That's it, man? That's all you have to say?
For now.
Okay, well, I expect you to really redeem yourself later on, you bastard.
Let him warm up. God, such a nosebleed, I swear.
But I will go ahead and let Cage go first and give his opinion on this whole NX 4K streaming rumor.
Hang on a second. Now,
dude, if you don't put that damn game down, you know what? You can play. I mean, we don't have any rules here.
Can't say nothing. I'm playing 2 games simultaneously.
Well, damn, man.
The NX is going to end world hunger. I tell you. 4K is...
Yeah, because everybody will starve to death while playing games.
8K resolution. Then, I'll take it even farther. No 4K resolution. It's going to be 8X resolution. It's going to compete with the federal government resolution. Mark my words.
Okay, GS. You go back and play your game.
Mm-hmm. NX is gonna have the thing. NX is gonna have the best resolution. You know, it's already told you what its resolution is. It's the New Year's resolution of exposure.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Look at it from that angle. That's different.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah, man, that's better than 4K, 8K, everything, man. It's just everyone. I mean, people are already pre-ordering the concept, fam. So that's the New Year's resolution. That's its resolution. New Year's resolution, 2016. The NX that is not gonna come.
You know, the funny thing is, man, and what you just said there in regards to pre-ordering the concept. For anyone that's out there listening, that is actually very, very true. When they first made this announcement during a press conference last year, or I forget exactly when it was, people actually with the GameStop, they actually reserved an idea.
You know what the joke of it is? It wasn't even a press conference. It was an investors meeting.
And that's sad. People really took NX at that point, ran with it, went to the nearest GameStop, And of course, GameStop was ready for the ignorance, and I do say ignorance. You offended, it's your choice. You chose to be offended. Moving on. But
what I find fascinating is that I hear. Wait, hold on. I hear time and time again Nintendo's irrelevant, right? Completely irrelevant. But yet, a few words get escaped from a behind the door meeting, and now everybody's talking about the NX. But Nintendo's irrelevant. So
let me do it.
Care?
Let me do it Joker style. Let me just go into method mode. A few people talk about the Wii U. Nobody bats an eyelid. But somebody mentions 2 little letters, NX, and everybody loses their minds.
That is so damn accurate, though, man. I mean, the amount of videos and posts I've seen, and of course, these articles are rumors. No one has
usually coming from a certain furious side, man. But let's.
Man. Oh gosh. Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
It's the mood I'm in right now. Someone's got to take the heat.
Oh, I just had a run in
the battle started.
So I understand. Crap. You understand. But I mean,
you guys distracted me. I'm supposed to be in the middle of a battle, bastards.
I mean, but people, I honestly have to ask. The folks that write these articles and post them online, do you ever stop to think if any one of these people work for Nintendo, if they represent Nintendo, or anything?
They know somebody who talked to somebody else that have an idea that may be possibly what it is.
It's a Starsky and Hutch syndrome.
That's all the credibility you need.
But that makes no damn sense.
It's a Starsky and Hutch syndrome. I know some people that rob some people.
Pretty much.
Anyone else got anything about this rumor mill? Because that's all the hell it is a rumor.
I didn't even, honestly, I would have never brought it up in the first place, but I guess since we are doing this thing, bring it to attention. Plain and simple. Everybody who's been around long enough, pay the hell attention. I mean, you know the pattern. You should know by now that this is a farce. Some people are just getting ahead of themselves. We don't even know what it is. For all we know, NX could just be a large download upgrade to the OS for the Wii U.
Yeah, like a software patch.
Yeah, exactly. A massive software patch that might tweak some things about the system.
But you know what, Shep? We threw them off, and I think Nintendo did this on purpose. When they used the word platform, that is what sent everyone just in a riot. That platform has to mean and can only mean new home console. Although any business can use the word platform loosely, such as like something that they're dealing with, not necessarily something that's tangible that you can touch, but it can be software, it can be an ecosystem, it can be anything.
Yeah, platform just refers to a project and something they're working on, period. A platform could just be working on a data patch or whatever. That could be considered.
Yeah, a platform could just be the essence of something you used to play your way to the top.
Was that Dublin? Was that a subliminal message?
Hey, come on, man.
Yes, it was.
I was gonna see if anybody caught that. I'm like,
okay. We're not gonna go down that rabbit hole. Does anyone else have anything they want to talk about? And I hope it's not NX related, but if it is, I don't mind.
One thing I want to bring up was:
are you a squid or a kid?
Well, that depends.
Most times I don't know. All I know is that I'm not a sideman. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna stop. Because if I carry on, I'll get furious.
Okay.
Oh damn.
You need to just be quiet. You need to be quiet and sip on some OJ and just relax.
You're not helping.
What? Orange juice is very soothing and full of vitamin C.
You're playing right into the essence of my motive right now.
Oh man. Okay.
Why are you being so furious about this?
You know what? These puns have got to stop. Cage, please jump in with your topic.
All right. All right.
Yes, but
Somebody, aside from me, need to get on the following. Super Mario Maker and put in at least 50 hours by the end of this year. That needs to be everybody's resolution in this podcast.
Okay, meanwhile,
I can do that.
back on Earth, our heroes realize that somebody's been having too much of that crack.
Well,
I will admit, Splatoon, I've had a lot of cracking. I really have. I'm about 600 hours into the game now, so I get it.
I can honestly say this is the most amount of hours I've put in any game outside of an RPG.
But you know what, though? To me,
and I'm an RPG fiend.
But why are people still even attempting to hate on this game? Because I have still seen a few posts here and there, people saying that, well, now it's a full game. It's like, dude, to me, it was worth $60 at launch when it only had 5 maps. And now it has, I think as of last night, 16 maps?
But, quick question. Does it count if those people were playing the game from day one and probably put in more hours than the people that...
It doesn't count.
What the hell?
Cage.
What?
You're not going to beat the level, man.
I only died twice.
You're a masochist, dude. Just accept it and move on.
Well, he's been talking all day about how he went back and beat Gradius on hard and a couple other titles.
Contra 3 on hard. That game will make a man out of you.
Yeah.
Now that I gotta give him props. Contra 3 on hard, I still haven't done that. Have you played Contra 4? On the DS? That game is awesome. You need to get that.
Yeah, it's on my
I haven't played Contra 4.
You need to play Contra 4. If you love Contra,
I've been on Splatoon, Crack, and Xenoblade Ecstasy. That's all I've been on for the last 2 months.
I'm telling you, if you love any Contra game ever, it's like a love letter to Contra.
Does it still have the 30 lives code?
I don't know. I never tried it.
Up, down, left, right.
I know what it is. I just said I've never tried it on 4.
And it's not called 30 lives. It's called a Konami code.
What?
Exactly. As I say, it is the Konami code.
Konami code.
Do you guys know that they use that code in in stuff that's completely unrelated, like Netflix? They use the Konami code to access the secret options menu.
Oh wow!
What's in the secret options menu? Is there porn in the secret options menu?
No, I mean I think it allows you to disconnect your device from Netflix.
Oh, because you had my attention for a second when I heard porn, but now I've lost my interest.
If there's no porn in it, then I don't want to know what that secret code is.
What the hell, man? Dude, if Netflix got porn, they would take over the world. I'm going to say it now. If Netflix gets their hands on porn or sports, dude,
ladies and gentlemen, the OGL cast does not condone or promote porn on Netflix.
But we do.
We may like it, we may talk about it, but we don't condone it.
But we all have watched porn.
We may watch it.
I know I do. I know I have like 105 gigs on my hard drive.
All right, man. Be careful saying it on a live broadcast. Someone may Kanye your ass to steal it.
Oh please! Half these gamers in the community have probably got terabytes of porn. I know they definitely got 500 gigs worth on that PS4 Playroom.
Oh come on! Stop doing shots at people, man.
I've never been in the Playroom. That I think about it.
Yeah, what
I've
is
had my
it called?
PS4.
Well, okay. Well, listen to the name of that. Do you really want to go in the Playroom? I
have no interest in it other than the fact that you guys randomly bring it up.
I don't even know what it is.
The thing is, all you'll probably see is some guy probably showing off his wife in a very negative light, because that's what people are doing on the Playroom.
If it doesn't involve RPGs, if it's not RPGs or fighting games.
I think it's used to
Stop trying to talk when I'm trying to talk.
Let the man talk, dog.
You know what? To both you guys, bark, you bastards.
Whatever.
Why don't you spoon off?
Go see Spike for your fix, mate.
For real.
You know what? I may do that after this podcast.
See, you're not
Yeah,
on my
man.
level. I can play games and talk.
I could do that, but I thought that as a host, I'll be respectful, not like somebody else has done in the past.
I don't care. I'm a gamer first. I'm a gamer first before I became a podcast anything.
I get it, man. I get it.
I'm not here to make money. I'm not here to report news. I'm here to talk about life and games.
So what would you?
Important news.
Shep, I have a question for you. What would you do if you had? What would you do if you had an RPG game that was solely that was basically like the Brazzer of RPGs?
Oh my god. You had to go there. You had to go there.
Mind blown. Something else might be blown too, but I don't know. I really don't know what to tell you.
Hold on. What's the question?
That's a conundrum.
What would Shep do if he had a JRPG that was basically like the Brazzer of JRPGs?
You do know what Brazzer is, right?
I'm just.
You should
I
know.
I want to hear your answer.
I like RPGs, and as a proper RPG fan, I should at least play the first couple hours to see if it's good or not.
Yeah, more like the first 50.
You pigs! I swear. I am an RPG purist. It would be uncouth, downright uncivilized for me not to at least sample the game.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
What's your idea of sampling in terms of this game? What we talking, like, get past the first boss and the first dungeon, or explore the overworld and take
But
on
of
different.
course,
What in the hell?
the whole thing is this. In order to conduct a proper review, you must be able to sample the game and see what the challenges of the game may be. I'm not going to let...
So sample it, huh?
So Konami, I have a question for you. What would you do if Nintendo gave you, if Nintendo sent you personally, because I know this is a kid's game, so if Nintendo sent you personally some, say you were their most low customer, Nintendo personally sent you some horn-based DLC for Mario Maker, only you had it.
We would never see KH again.
Dude, KH.
You'll never see him again.
Yeah, I will answer
Yeah,
that.
those hours will quickly go from 500 to 5,000.
I would say this. Have you guys seen that episode of Family Guy when Quagmire discovers there's internet porn? And like he came outside to check the mail and he had this big ass Arnold Schwarzenegger arm. That would be Cage all day. And do we have an underdeveloped arm and one that like he's just working out too damn much?
Yeah, it'll be like, what does the log say about KH's playtime? It's over 9,000!
That's right.
I wouldn't even want to know what kind of stage you'd be creating.
KH, if that happened, KH would turn his name into PH for Pornhub.
I don't even want to know what type of stages you'll be creating, fam.
He turned to PH hentai.
Star.
Yes. You know them sound effects that you do in Mario Maker, like ooh ah ah. Yeah, they'll be sounding very different when KH is done with this.
Double M. Stop. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Isn't this supposed to be some type of civilized conversation? You guys are just being a bunch of misogynistic pigs.
No, actually, it wasn't going to be civilized at all. It was completely random and off the rails.
In fact, I think.
Oh, okay, that's why you invited me.
In fact, I think this is exactly the direction. I think this is exactly the direction like Dr. Feelgood was looking to make this all go in. Like just completely out of this world.
Ladies and gentlemen, our viewers out there, this is not my intention to go this far. I don't regret it.
No. Dude, your name is Feelgood. Come on. Come on.
You know what?
Seriously.
That's really true. You're right about that.
Your name is literally an innuendo for pleasure.
That's very true. And
he said it.
Hey, I'm not gonna turn that down. Pleasure is my purpose.
Well, at least we know his wife will. At least we know his wife is his wife will always be happy.
Yeah, and at least we'll give him props. He's honest.
And game.
Some people would have tried to come up with some BS, like, that was just, I was referring to the fact that I believe everybody should enjoy life to its fullest. And, as a doctor, that's just what I'm recommending.
Oh, hell no, that never even crossed my mind. I know that sounds bad, but it's
to be honest, if you ain't having pleasure in your life, then you are not enjoying it to the fullest anyway. So in a sense, that is still correct.
Yeah.
Anybody else with anything that's not NX related? I can't even say that.
Oh,
it's hard to focus. I'm splatting people left and right, so I don't know.
To be honest, I think this is kind of NX related because the way people are busting nuts over this concept right now.
Dude, I'm so sick of it. I haven't even really been a part of any podcast where they even brought it up, but I'm already sick of it. It's like I'm not even interested to know what it is until Nintendo talks about it. So to me, to everyone out there, my whole stance on the NX thing, I don't give a shit what anyone has to say about NX unless
I would laugh.
from Nintendo.
The whole thing is this. Like what you said is that I only care about the NX when I get actual details, like facts, not speculation, not hopes and dreams and wish lists and all that other stuff. I want actual. Oh, the NX is this, and it's coming out on this day, and it's doing this, and this. From Reggie Fils-Aimé.
If we had PS4 sales, I wouldn't be. I bet none of this, all this NX talk would just be like, it'd be whatever. But because it ain't up there PS4, everybody wants to talk about it.
Well, you know what? Speaking about the PS4, and this is not directly about Sony, it's also about Microsoft, but I saw something a couple of days ago regarding The Division. Let me go ahead and give you my disclaimer. I don't give a shit about The Division. I really don't.
I'm surprised anyone still gives a shit, but I forgot that game even existed, fam.
I actually forget about it. You tell me more about Sony stuff than I know about, and I have a PlayStation 4.
Technically, that's not even Sony stuff. That's Ubisoft stuff.
That's with Ubisoft.
Yeah, I know
that's
Ubisoft, but Ubisoft. I mean, it's for some PS4 and Microsoft, but the article mentioned something about the level that we've been seeing in, like, I guess all the trailers and demos that will not be a part of the final game. And I was thinking to myself, so why would you continue to show us something that you do not plan on giving us in the long run? But then at the same time, I thought about
Watch Dogs, dude.
Yeah, yep. Exactly. So it's like it's no surprise. I mean, I'm not taking shots at people, but I mean, to me, that was just completely stupid. And I know people are going to still line up to buy this game, and it's just, to me, people just refuse to learn the lesson that if someone fucks you over once, they're going to fuck you over again.
Look, this game is gonna flop hardcore. Like, this game is just gonna, like, maybe not in sales wise, but as a game, I can just tell it's just gonna be a disgrace. Like, I can understand a delay here. I can understand one delay or two delays here and there, but when you're constantly delaying a game and your footage for it is getting worse and worse every time they show it, I don't really expect it to turn out to be a great game. The only people that can kind of get away with that is Square Enix, and even then, they've been kind of fucking up lately themselves.
True. And they ran back to Nintendo, at least when it comes to Square Japan. And people even taken out of context with the whole NX thing, saying, oh, well, they got development kits, and they said they're making the next game for the NX. It's like, they never said that. They never really said that concretely. They never said that. They said something, someone assumed something else, and it went from there.
Nintendo didn't give out any dev kits before December, at least. After that, I don't know. So if they say they have kits, they're lying off their asses.
All I'm saying, from what I know.
Not that I would know that, because I also am. Sorry.
No, that's all right. From what I know, from what I've been told by people who've actually worked alongside Nintendo and spoken to people at Nintendo, half the people at Nintendo don't even know what the NX is.
Very true.
So I want to
Very,
know
very true.
if half the developers at Nintendo don't even know what the NX is, then who the fuck are what the fuck are these dev kits that are going out? Like I'm sure there must be some Wii U. There must just be some up to date Wii U dev kits. That's all they must be.
Yeah, they probably misinterpreted it. They're like, oh
Yeah,
yeah, it's the NX. Like, no, you
yeah, like
idiot.
most-
That's the Wii U kit that you threw out the first time.
Like most of these articles do, like all the stuff on Kimishima. I remember all that. I remember when all that dick riding on Kimishima was happening. Like when they thought he's like, oh, the Wii was gonna be fair. Everyone's just like, yeah, Kimishima, my dog. You know what I'm talking about? Like Kimishima don't know you. You know, he don't give a damn about you. He don't know you. Like, what the hell, man? And then when the actual statement came out, he didn't even say any of that shit. It was just all a mistranslation. Like, this is how gullible these people in the community are. One person says something that they agree with, and everyone wants to champion them, like to say this is Obama's inauguration or some shit, man. These people need to sit down. Like, just sit down. You're all moist. They're all moist. They're just moist, man.
Damn,
moist.
Not moist, man. Damn.
I'm moist.
Well, you just called it like you see it, man. They're a bunch of mice. Clearly.
They are moist. Some sidemen on the internet, fam.
Just send out the cats.
And this ain't even anything subliminal against anyone at the moment, but this is just against the whole YouTube community.
Damn.
But from your taking information without even looking into doing your own research on things and stuff like that. From you ain't at the forefront of your own research and are just taking information from hearsay and all this stuff. You're a sideman. You're a sideman because you're not at the forefront of what you're doing, so you're basically a sideman.
Well, moving on to something more positive and not the NX. Because like I said, for any viewers out there, I'm going to tell you right now, don't expect me to release any NX video until after Nintendo.
I would laugh if Nintendo turned around and said they're not revealing this console to 2017.
You know, I would laugh too. I would
laugh my ass off.
I would kick back and watch a video on everyone's channel that I don't even subscribe to, just to see the ass hurtness and salt.
Mass seppuku.
Anyway,
I'm calling it.
T gonna run out of that ass.
Honestly, I have no more fucks to give about this topic.
Well, moving on to something more positive, and this I actually
like the Wii U's profit margin.
Yeah.
Wow.
That doesn't matter,
But-
though, you know, this media and
But moving on, I saw an article where they mentioned that the demo for Bravely Second was 10 hours long. Now,
That's the demo. Then I'm gonna.
That's a short ass game.
I mean,
It's an RPG. The demo should at least be 25 hours.
but a 10-hour demo, dude, and I'm thinking to myself, the demo is longer than the Order 1886 full game.
But the Order 1886 is so pretty. Come on.
True.
Hey man, stop being racist.
somebody got his dick softened when you insulted Order 1886.
True. But I won't bring that up and talk about it in the
I don't agree with all this black on black violence about the Order 1886. Must you be so racist, fam? Like we're all here trying to move forward in life, and you wanna be talking all this racist shit about the Order 1886, fam. I'm not trying to step on your hurdles, am I? Shit, man, all this racism about the Order 1886, man. I don't understand it. It's not right.
But
we live in an equal society. Why are we being racist towards the Order 1886?
But what gets to me is that people have actually gone out and
You're an ass double, I just gotta say.
people have actually gone out and bought a demo
Hey,
for
what can I say? I love
$40.
hip hop.
And yet,
That's
Nintendo
okay.
will give you a 10-hour demo for free.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, does anyone not see the disconnect there? How you would buy a demo for $40?
We should have saw the subliminal message. It was called the Order 1886. It meant it lasted 1886 seconds.
Wow.
And
Actually, when you break it down, divided by 6 would be 300.
I don't really know if the math is accurate.
That'd be about 5 hours, 30-something minutes. Oh, well, whatever. I did it off the top of my head. I'm not paying attention. Continue, guys.
What the hell, Shep?
I got an obsession with numbers, but I'm half asleep, so. I kind of miscalculated. But if you break down 1886 down to hours, it'd be like 5 hours and something, right? Because if you divide 16 into 1886, it'd be about 300 and thing divided by another 60 would be 5
goes in there about 6 times.
Yeah.
Hours,
Yeah, so about 5 hours and some. And how long is the actual game? What, 7 hours? 6 hours?
I think it's like 5 to 7 hours.
Oh, so yeah, you might be right. 1886 might mean 1,886 seconds is all you need to beat the game.
I was just saying it for the fun of it. I wasn't asking for the maths. Like, what the hell?
I might have to check that out later. You heard it here first.
Dude, I'm sorry, man, but this industry right now, I feel like okay, I've been gaming for.
Well, for the record, it's not necessarily the industry; it's more the third parties.
True.
But continue.
No, but the reason I say the industry is because it's not just the third parties, but it's also the media outlets.
I love that you said it the exact same way I said it. Continue.
But it's just when you know what? Let me rephrase that. I can't even blame them. I can blame them for broken games, but who I blame more are the people for knowing something is broken or short as hell or definitely not worth the money, and you still go out and buy it.
Yep.
Like I mean, I'm sorry. No offense to anyone else. If you take offense, then I mean, like I say, I'm not gonna apologize. Offense is a choice. It's given. I mean, it's taken, not given. So basically,
don't be giving no dry apology to these moist men.
No, I mean, hell, I didn't apologize for shit. But I'm simply saying that I think I blame the people. You guys went out there and bought, Batman Arkham Origins when you knew it was broken. You went out there and bought, Destiny when even though the review sites gave it high scores, or I would say, 8s and 9s and 7s, the reviewers gave it 4s, 5s, and 6s, which are the people that are actually playing the game. I mean, you guys are doing the dumbest shit, and you put money in their pockets, and you wonder why they keep doing it.
Let me kill it with Destiny again. And I knew this was going to happen. Everyone paid X amount. I'm sure there's people who paid X amount of money for all that DLC, because that DLC was £20 each pack over here, yeah? That's about... Yeah. So there was about 3 or 4 DLC packs, so that's another £60. You're basically paying double the price for the game now to get all the full content. They released the Ultimate Edition for normal retail price, which has all of that DLC in there. So, to all the people who bought the game early, you got screwed.
Well, I've learned the golden rule for most third-party games is wait at least a year anyway, and get the end of the year. It's common practice nowadays. People fall for it.
And if I may interject, if any of our viewers out there have any questions, go ahead and submit them. The app should be open. If it's not, I'll see what I can figure out or something. Put on a post. But keep going.
What is up with my connection? The storm ain't hit yet.
Well, you guys are a bunch of gamers, all right. Can't even fucking focus.
What? No, I am. I got Splatoon on, and I'm also playing Chain Chronicles on my tablet. And I'm talking to you guys. I got a lot of focus.
Oh, what the heck?
That means Cage died.
Cage, you suck. I've heard that noise. I've heard that noise multiple times in the last couple minutes. Just put that on controller, admit that you suck, and focus on the podcast.
No, I gotta beat this level.
Let me ask you guys an honest question.
What's up?
Do you think that within the next 1 or 2 years? Well,
how's a question? What I want to know is how is a question not honest? A question is a question. You can't actually lie a question. A question's always honest.
Well, and we're talking about these media outlets now and third parties. Even questions can be lies if you think about it. You talking about these third parties and the media outlets today in the gaming industry? Questions can be lies now. They really can.
Well, if you put it that way, yeah, because it's one of those what do they call it? Not seeded questions.
Trick questions.
Is that what it's called?
I guess
the question they ask a specific question to get a specific answer and act like it's something original.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you on that part. But my question is, do you think that gamers this year will show that basically they learned what did not work last year.
No, most gamers are
the same shit.
no,
No.
because the problem is the truth is most gamers are impulsive by nature. We grab something, we take it, we turn around, we bitch and moan, then rinse and repeat.
Mm-hmm. My definition of that is just moist.
I used to say sheeple, but I like the fact that you say moist. Moist just sounds cooler than sheeple right now. So I'll run with it.
A bunch of moist sidemen.
The sexual podcast.
Huh?
The sexual podcast.
What am I supposed to do?
No, it's not on my channel.
Talking about moist.
No. It's just a term in Britain we use. It's a term in Britain we use for people who like, who are basically what shepherds and sheeple. Like, you know, they not even necessarily just sheeple, but they front and they talk a big game, and really when they front and they talk a big game, and when crunch comes down to it, their actions speak a lot louder than their words.
Yeah, they look like they try to act and look like a lion, but they're really a scared little mouse.
Mm-hmm. And so we call them moist.
But another question I have is this: like, I don't
know. A mice might take out KH.
But some of the bigger YouTubers out there, man, it's like their followers are, to me, just so idiotic and not willing to even do the research themselves. I mean, it's appalling to me. It's like you won't even put in enough effort to even look up a wiki link yourself to see if what the person you're following is even telling the truth or not. It's just he said it, so I believe.
Not only that, okay, one thing I've been learning since I've joined Gamers at Large, and I've been doing more research on gaming details and just stuff in general, Wikipedia is not as reliable as I used to think. I'm learning now. I'm leaving politics out of it, but there was some stuff that went down, and I learned later, and I followed Wikipedia now, and Wikipedia's sources aren't always as truthful as we like to think. Just because it has a Wikipedia article doesn't necessarily mean it's valid.
But
they get edited all the time, and
I'm saying that I would rather a person at least do a search for a Wikipedia article than just simply believe what's coming out of someone else's mouth.
Agreed.
Like right now, if I said, "Hey Shep, you know what? KH's shit tastes just like apple pie." Are you gonna go around and tell everyone else like, "Yeah, it tastes like apple pie"?
Hang on. What you just say?
If you said that, I would first things first. I'd look at you like, "How the hell do you know that?" And two,
these people are not even asking that question of how they know that. They just simply say, "Well, he said it, so I believe it. It must be true because he has X amount of subs and he hasn't been wrong before." Like that's how most of these people's subscribers work. And we've all run into them. We all have. And before I go any further, let me introduce another arrival here. My boy Gilligan Stash. Go ahead.
Hey guys, long time no see, eh?
Yeah, it has
what's crack-a-lackin', my dude?
The hell you been, man?
Well, it's a long story short. I had a lot of things to worry about myself and amongst other things, and I don't know. I just feel like I just have this feeling that power wasn't really needed for these podcasts, at least not anymore. But I'm glad to be here for the first time in 2016.
Hey, well,
first time in a long time.
We're happy to have you, man, and keep in mind here, talk about whatever you want. Just keep religion and politics out of it. But anything else you want. You got anything you want to talk about?
So is it true that it's said that the size of your hand applies to... No? It doesn't?
Shit.
What about height?
What kind of politics?
Yeah. You said what?
What kind of politics? You mean like the governmental politics? Because
all politics.
All politics.
Let's keep that out of it. But if you want to talk about anything else, even life related, man, go right ahead.
Right, does social justice count as politics?
Oh hell no, hell to the no.
Okay,
We can make fun of
there's-
that, but we're not going to discuss it.
Does Anita Sarkeesian
There's,
count as politics?
Oh, see, I wasn't gonna go that far, dude.
there's
Shame on you,
two
Micah.
things- There's two things I want to talk about.
It's my momentum.
I'm not sure if you guys have brought it up before, but the whole amiibo fiasco and
The toilet princess crap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
when I saw that trailer in the end, I just had to look at it and think, is this what people are crying about? Some wolf version of the Cave of Ordeals.
Yep.
It's ridiculous, and I will say this: I still remain subscribed to them, but I'm getting disappointed with Game Explain. They've been slowly going on the tubes for the last half a year and some.
Oh God!
All these channels and
Let me
blogs have.
let me say my piece.
And then even
about
get
Game
me started on Andre.
and those other people from Game those and the others that bitch about him.
You're
Okay.
breaking very badly.
breaking up?
You're breaking up badly, Gilligan.
Son of a. Okay. I don't know. I'm sorry. Let me try to.
You sound better now.
Yeah,
Alright.
maybe you should just speak slower for now, so we forgot what's causing it.
All right. Well, I am using a wireless headset, so
That's probably what's causing it.
and I also got a new router. So anyways. Let me say my piece of this.
It's really bad
That,
now.
Derek has said, Derek from Game. He has, this whole amiibo thing, how they're locked. They're pretty much locked DLC. Their DLC locked behind the amiibo.
Um,
Right.
I'm like, the whole thing is, and it's still cheaper. You gotta figure.
They cry and bitch and moan about the amiibos. Is locked. There's another channel that I've came across where he says that for the most part
You're
these
breaking up
amiibo
really
features
bad,
are
dude.
just so.
Gilligan, you switched to a wired set, bro. Your wireless is not working for you. It's too choppy. Is there a way you can plug it in? Or do you have a mic?
Well, see, if I use a mic, then you're gonna hear a lot of stuff. My laptop is a built-in mic. I don't have a mic. Like, this is the only type of headset mic that I can do. Maybe
Well, temporarily switch to your laptop mic and let's see how it sounds. Because your headset has so much interference, we could barely understand you.
the thing is that they turn on the fan and I don't want to. Okay, let me just get this set up. Sorry for the inconvenience, guys.
It's fine.
It's alright. I actually want to hear what you have to say. I'm very curious.
I haven't, and while he's getting set up, I haven't actually checked out the whole Game Explain article. I did see it, but to me, as I see most articles nowadays, if it even appears to be somewhat clickbaitish, I don't click it. I mean, it's just a bunch of people just bitch about their opinion. It's like, you can cast your opinion, but stop trying to rally everyone to take your side and making it big as it was. Like, they make things seem as though it hasn't been done before, and it has. And we're getting the full game without this content. This content was not in the original game, so why are people so pissed off?
Can you hear me now?
A lot better.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's much better.
So,
Yes.
yeah, just don't mind the backgrounds as much as possible. Okay, so.
It's not as bad as KH. All we hear is Mario on his side.
Yeah, and Cage cussing that he can't beat the level.
Okay, so. Let me just refresh it. So, Derek from Game Explain has complained about how, and quite a lot of other people that I know about too, that these amiibo features that you use is so small and so insignificant, but yet they compare and they even claim to say that these could have been these are like DLC locked behind a figure, and they claim it to be bad, but yet Derek basically praises Skylanders, Disney Infinity, Lego Dimensions,
Yeah,
whatever.
and Disney Infinity. I was like, wow, really?
It was like, if that's the case, then isn't that the same thing for Skylanders and Disney Infinity? I mean,
Actually, it's better because the thing is, with Amiibo, you could use one Amiibo for multiple games. That's what they keep on
exactly, that's what I'm
forgetting.
about to say. And here's the
Yo,
thing, Nintendo.
I'm just thinking of using my Link Amiibo to replenish them arrows, man. Do you know how easy? Do you know how short supply arrows it can get? You know.
Oh yeah, but yeah.
I don't need arrows. I'm a true warrior. I'm gonna take my shield and smack people
let me
around.
continue. Let me continue on. Like, here's the thing: Nintendo already has done amiibo-specific games, like amiibo-centric games, like the Amiibo Party Mode in Mario Party 10 and Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. Granted that those games aren't bonded by many people, but you gotta give credit where credit is due. You know, but even then, they find ways to complain that, oh, I hate how I have to scan the amiibo every single time it's my turn in those games. Basically with Mario Party and all that. Oh gee, it's not like it feels like an actual board game experience, right? And
If it's Nintendo, people find any reason to complain. It's like people sit on the sidelines waiting for some loophole in what Nintendo's doing so they can complain about it. Like, this is why I say these men are moist and why they're sidemen, because for you to sit there and pinpoint every inaccurate thing a company does when there are other companies out there doing much worse. Like, you want something to be wrong with Nintendo. You want that. You want something to be wrong with Nintendo. You want something to complain about. Because I'm guaranteeing you right now, if Nintendo was killing it in the sales, if Nintendo was killing it in the performance, if Nintendo was killing it with third-party support and all that kind of stuff, half of these people would still find something to complain about. And they'd be like, it was kind of better when Nintendo was just mostly first-party support because there was more focus on the exclusives and blah, 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 and stuff. These people just need to sit down, shut up, and actually play some games, because half of these people don't even buy games, let alone play games. And to the people that are complaining that there are not enough games out, get a fucking life. There is life outside of games. Life is
I was saying
Here's another thing I want to add. Sorry to cut you off, KH. There's one more thing I want to add. Nintendo just announced, at least in Japan, the Mini Mario and Friends Amiibo Challenge, which is like the closest thing to a Skylanders-like experience. Because with each amiibo you use, it not only you play as that specific amiibo, but it unlocks their stages, which is pretty interesting. And I'm not even a fan of those newer Mario vs. Donkey Kong games. And the fact that they have their own unique abilities.
Why am I looking at Paper Mario? Oh, sorry. Continue.
Paper Mario is awesome, that's why.
Yeah. So, basically, they're probably even they're gonna say, oh, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. It's like
this isn't even anything to do with gaming. These are a bunch of ungrateful fucks in life where nothing is good enough to them because they expect everything to fall down on them. They're a bunch of privileged kids who became privileged grown people. The reality is at the end of the day, it's just like, no one thing is going to give you everything you want in life. And at the end of the day, why are you depending on gaming to satisfy all your needs in life? Are you sticking your dick in a video game and fucking it?
Hey.
Wow, dude. Seriously. God damn.
I was about to say something vulgar before I passed it on to KH, but I mean, you took care of it for me, Micah. Good job.
But it's
You hit
the truth.
You hit the quarter. You hit the quarter.
It's the truth though. These people are going to like they're literally sticking their dick in the game console like that. It's not a disc they're sticking in there. It's their own penis. Like what the hell? Like these people need to relax and go and get a life. Find some women. Go out with friends. Like have a drink. Get a job. Do something. Like what the fuck, man? Like complaining about there's that many games. Yeah, get a life beyond gaming.
Okay, seriously, stop. Why are you being so furious? Stop playing around and get down to business, okay? What I tell you about OJ? What I tell you about OJ? Just put a little bit of vodka, you'll be alright.
Micah has a point though.
You're just such a troublemaker. You know that, like.
You know what? I'm offended that you would think an upstanding citizen such as myself.
Micah has a point.
To the viewers out there, we actually are talking about actual orange juice, so please. Carry on, people.
OJ the Juice Man make the track A.
Shut up.
I remember that song. That's why.
Let me say this. I would say
order in the court. Order.
That essence of nectar from the oranges is not something you should play about with. That's very good for your health.
I would say this, man. To me.
But you think you're just playing around so much. But sorry. What?
Nintendo is actually, and like I say, this is related to what Micah said. Nintendo, forget it. Nintendo is abroad. Nintendo's that bitches give you some really, really good ass pussy right now. And yet these dudes, these fans out here, actually would prefer to have someone rape them.
You know what? You just said it perfectly. You know what Nintendo is? Nintendo is that scooter. When nobody's looking, you're on it. You're having a good old time. So people come by like, I ain't messing with scooter. That's babies. Where's that Ducati at?
Look, I guarantee you, some of these people getting at Nintendo are probably going in a basement playing Nintendo games in secret, like
Well, to move on to a lighter topic, unless someone else has.
But I mean, grown.
Topic to talk about actually, and this is a lighter topic. This is a much lighter topic.
Cool.
So we are hearing rumors that Nintendo may announce a new Nintendo-published title for the Wii U.
I know what you're talking about. Continue.
Yeah, I seen someone's video with the title.
Let him finish his topic. Jeez, you're the host.
So basically, some claim it to be, at least according to Dr. Trey, saying that it could be a next level games title, which I'm actually pretty excited for. And someone else, I think Game Explain, mentioned that it could be Paper Mario for the Wii U.
That'd be nice. Finally get a Mario RPG for this thing.
I want Luigi's Mansion for the Wii U.
I want a Super Mario RPG U.
I want Federation Force.
There we all said it. Go ahead, Gilligan. Go ahead.
I'm on halfway through, but I know I'll be waiting till about the end of time. So.
Man, come on, kick his ass out of the podcast.
He wasn't here anyway. He just keep dying on Mario Maker. So
I've been here the whole time, just taking a break. That's all, and recuperating what I've been doing wrong in this level.
See, and that's how much of a crackhead you are. You didn't say recouping, you said recuperating.
Anyway, you were saying Gilligan. Gilligan?
Oh yeah. I was about to say what you guys think the game might be, but it looks like you pretty much said your piece. But
we said we want it to be. What we think it may be is a totally different story.
Exactly.
So I will go ahead. We think it's going to be, since you brought it up.
Well, okay. There's two things I wanted it to be, and things that what it might be. Okay. What I want it to be, if it's like say a next level game title, I want it to be either a brand new Punch Out game or a new Mario Strikers game.
I like both of those options actually.
In all honesty, if it is a Paper Mario in all honesty, I hope it's the original story, which is a Paper Mario for Wii U. Because like Paper Mario is just fucking awesome. Like Paper Mario is like one of the best games ever, and I'm not even exaggerating this. Paper Mario 1 and Paper Mario 2, they were so freaking dope. Like everything right down to the design of the game. The fact that the attention to detail, the fact that when you go into a building, all the walls of that building fall down and you see the inside of it. It's like you're literally playing one of them old school paper puppet shows. Like the attention to detail is mad.
Oh, that's Nintendo in general. They usually have a ridiculous amount of attention to detail by all their first-party games.
All I'm saying is, if it's a Paper Mario game, then I'm gonna be hyped. Like man is gonna be repainting the wall if it's a Paper Mario game. That's what I'm saying.
What about you, Cage?
You know what it is? It's the sequel to Mario Sunshine. Mario's gonna go up against the Inklings.
I can see that.
Yo, that would be awesome. Can you imagine like? Can you imagine if just for fun Nintendo just can you imagine if just for like as a love letter to fans if Nintendo put Flood as a DLC weapon in Splatoon?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Shit, what the hell are you doing, man?
What?
Feel good. What would you do if you find? What would you do if you found out that Flood is going to be coming as a DLC weapon in Splatoon?
Dude,
Oh,
I would be hype as shit. I'll probably put in like another 100 hours like this month alone.
I would be pretty high too, but it can actually be a bit OP too if it has like all the functionalities.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. That'd be a
But you know what though? I have a feeling that if they implement the Flood in the game, it's gonna be via a new game mode, to where it's
It'll
about
probably be in the ranked battle.
Like it'll probably be something like a ranked battle where it's like how much can you clean up, and it's like 1 versus 3.
Yeah, I can see that. A new game mode.
I
think they'll do like a pack. Like they have Flood for the new mode, then they have Shadow Mario / Bowser Jr.'s like Ink Brush from Mario Sunshine. That's a new weapon for multiplayer. I can see that.
Well, Cage, what game do you think it's going to be?
Well, someone brought up Mario Strikers, but since we haven't heard anything from Camelot since Mario Tennis, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like Mario Golf.
Actually, Mario Strikers is made by Next Level Games.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was Camelot.
It is?
Nope.
No, Camelot's Mario Tennis and Golf.
It's developed by Next Level Games. Always has been.
Okay.
I want to come.
Camelot made Mario Golf and Mario Tennis, and the Golden Sun.
What Camelot need to do is bring Golden Sun to the home console, fam. That will be dope.
Yes! Oh my god.
Oh, that would be great. That would totally make up for Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. Totally.
Yeah, we need to.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they start dropping some dope content for Mario Ultra Smash Mario Tennis Ultra Smash because
they need to. Be nice, so I don't have to keep going back to Mario Tennis on GameCube and 64.
Dude, but you know what though? Regarding the new Mario Tennis that was released recently, I have actually been in a couple of podcasts where people said that it really is a fun-ass game. True, it is light on content, but they say it's just like Mario Kart in 64. You get some friends around or whatever, it's pretty much one of the funnest games you ever play.
The only gripe I have is lack of stages. It's like it's
I mean that's understandable, but to me, the way I look at it, I'm not in any way saying this game is definitely worth the full price purchase. Depends on who you are. I plan on getting it. I really do.
I'll wait till like $20.
No, I actually will pay like $40 for it right now. I'm not lying because it's all about the fun. Like people thought Splatoon was light on content, and I paid full price for that, and I don't regret it. So looking at Mario, Mario Tennis or Mario the new one, it's like I can if it's all about fun, I will buy it for full price if it's fun because Splatoon.
Why buy a game? Why buy a game to have fun? What's wrong with you people? How cool it is.
Yeah, you're right about that. Since you want to jump in, what is the game you think it's going to be?
Realistically, what game I think it's going to be?
Think hard, you bastard.
Alright, see, I'm so used to thinking about outlandish, sarcastic stuff that it's kind of hard to be serious for a moment. Give me a few minutes. You guys keep talking.
Look, there's if it's being developed by intelligent systems, then if it's not, we know it's not going to be a Fire Emblem because they just finished working on Fire Emblem Fates. So it's let's just be real. It's like it better be a Paper Mario game. That's all I'm saying. Like, there's no question.
Well, I will say this. I will say Nintendo Twitter.
It has to be Paper
Nintendo
Mario.
Twitter has been bringing up Paper Mario a lot. So, I don't think they're pertaining to that in general, but I'm just pointing that out.
Well, I'm saying it better be Paper Mario. That's all I'm saying. Like I've been waiting for a proper Paper Mario game for a while now. Like Nintendo, let's just do this for me, please.
What would you guys think? They do like
It's Rad Racer being redone in 1080p.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Yeah, Paper
Mario. As far as
now, you know what I want to see.
I'm not sure they do it, but I think I would like it to be Luigi's Ghost Mansion for the Wii U. That game was
honestly,
awesome.
Yes. They need to they should do a pack, kind of like have both games, Luigi's Mansion and what's the other one on 3DS? What's the one on 3DS?
No, the one on 3DS is
Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon.
Yeah, so the original Luigi's Mansion and Dark Moon in a pack on the Wii U, like a first version.
I'm gonna be a stubborn ass ignoramus here. I want it to be it's gotta be Paper Mario. I'm sorry, Paper Mario.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Fuck
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Paper Mario. Fuck anything else. Paper Mario straight up. 100% it has to be Paper Mario for the Wii U.
Oh my god.
I'm not letting this go. I'm not letting this go.
Are you done?
Meanwhile, yeah. Now I guess I'm one of the few over here. Like, we need a new Mario Baseball. I actually like the one on GameCube. The one on Wii.
Yeah. Come out of there with that bullshit, man. Paper Mario all the way.
Okay, Ken, you are Dr. Feelgood. You are the host. You need to check your crazy ass guest.
Oh man, my job now is
crazy.
Hey, look, let me tell you something. My only job right now is to host this damn thing. I don't want to have any fucking control of whatever happens next. That's an OGL for you. I'm here.
What kind of hosting shit is this?
I am
what
here
the
to just be a part of. I'm not ruling anything. So
this is a farce. You know what? I'm taking over as host. Gilligan, talk. Does anyone making sense right now?
Yeah.
Gilligan, you have the floor.
All I'm saying is,
shut up.
All I'm saying is, can advertise this as a Be Yourself podcast, and I'm being myself right now. I'm just doing what the advertisement said. Like, this is how it was advertised, fam.
Okay, good. You're being yourself. Now let Gilligan be himself. Gilligan, you have the floor, sir. And I went through all that trouble to give you the floor, and you're not even here, you bastard.
Look at
this podcast is lagging.
Oh,
that could be it then.
Anyways, the game that I think it might be, it's gonna be between what Micah said. It could be a Paper Mario game, or
idiot.
Here's the thing: we've overheard rumors about projects from not only from Next Level Games but from Retro Studios. Have you all forgotten about that one? A Retro Studios title for the Wii U. That aside from Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze.
I don't even know what that. I have a feeling it's going to be Raven Blade. I don't know what it is. A gut feeling. I may be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I think they're developing Raven Blade. I think that.
Actually, I think the number one possibility is that they could actually announce Pikmin 4.
Miyamoto's got his own team for that. Like, he's actually got a dedicated team for Pikmin.
Really?
Yeah, it's part of the EAD team. They do Pikmin.
But still,
I really like Pikmin, but I want something different right now. I want a game we have not played yet on the Wii U.
You mean
that's true.
I don't know what it is. I could be wrong. I'm not gonna be an ignoramus about this that I am with Paper Mario because I'm sorry. I really love Paper Mario, but
Okay, for the record, I think Paper Mario would be a great idea, and the game is good. But let's talk about something besides Paper Mario, please.
No, what I'm
Please.
saying, I really be quiet.
Okay, I try to be nice. Shut the fuck up.
I really think Retro Studios are gonna do Raven Blade. That's just my gut feeling. I may be wrong. But if I'm right, then now I'm gonna be screaming on video saying I called it. Every podcast. I'm gonna be like I called it. But you know it might not be Raven Blade, so let me not get too hyped. But I think it's gonna be Raven Blade.
Raven Blaze, isn't it that canceled game that was supposed to be made for the GameCube a long time ago?
That's why I think it's going to be Raven Blade. I think Retro's going to want to bring that. I think Retro might want to bring that back. If they get in a chance to work on an independent project, then what better project to do than Raven Blade? Like a game that never saw the light of day originally, and now they're able to bring it to the forefront on Wii U with their own brand new engine. But like I said, I could be wrong. But I think it might be Raven Blade. But we'll see. If it is, though, just know I'm going to be on every podcast saying I called it, and I'm going to be saying it so facetiously. And you damn well know I am.
Yeah, that will be neat. Very neat.
But we'll see anyway. Hopefully they reveal it this year. But, yeah, man.
So, anyone else got a topic, or I mean, I could bring up another one.
Oh, it's going back to what we was talking about, the whole like amiibo thing, you know, with Twilight Princess. My question is, why is it that hang on a second. I lost my train of thought. It'll come back to me.
Fail.
Yeah, it'll come back to me. Yeah, fail indeed.
All right, we're on the 1 hour mark. Just giving you guys a heads up.
I see. This is what does OGL stand for? Can you remind me?
Orange juice.
What does OGL
Getting to be awkward.
Oh, OGL.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
I thought you said
Original
OG.
Gangsters Live. I don't know. I just made that up. I don't know what OGL means.
Well, where is Ken? Where is he going? He's meant to be the host of this. What kind of poor hosting is this? Like,
That's what I'm saying. This bastard don't even know what the hell he's doing.
Yeah, Alex Trebek, get back on here already. You said you're the host.
Well, what the hell?
So until he can say something
I'm
coherent.
all you bastards, all right? I'm listening to
It's
all of you.
Oh, there he is.
Original Gangsters Live.
What's the name of this podcast? What's the OGL stand for again?
We will not disclose that until after the podcast is over. We want to keep people guessing, damn it. Anyway.
Okay.
Well, you know what? But there is something else I would like to. First of all, do you guys have anything else you want to bring up and discuss?
Oh yeah, I remember it now.
I want to bring something up, but it's not going to be gaming.
Yeah,
related, so
I remember it now. It's going back to what about the whole amiibo thing in Twilight Princess. It's like, why is it that when it comes to like people and like Nintendo, it's like damn it, I forgot it again. Micah's talked in front of me. I lost my train of thought again.
Well,
Is it because you're
go ahead.
KH, where you're about to say that wise people are just harping on Nintendo whenever they do their Toys to Life thing?
No, it was a little bit going to. I mentioned it earlier for the podcast. It'll come back to me. Y'all keep talking.
Well, the
If
last
you put down the controller for a moment and focus, you might remember.
Well, the last thing I did want to bring up, and this is part of the reason why Double Lemon's here. You know, this guy's quite the talented artist. I've heard some of his content is great. And
I've got a new video up on my channel, by the way. But
shameless plug, of course. But I did want you, if you don't mind, Mike, it's definitely up to you. But I did want you to give us a little bit of what you got cooking up. Basically the same thing that you did last time, off air.
What do you want me to actually like give you something on, like tell you what
You-
I'm
you
getting
want-
on with,
Nah,
or
You
I
want you to
like a
chant.
one-two?
I think it was
You want
called.
you to do a little chant.
I think it's called Best Friends or Friends, whatever you. I forget what it's called. I apologize about that. But
Oh, you mean that fuck friendship poem?
yes, if you don't mind.
You want me to split that? You want me to split that one?
Man, spit that shit, Dylon. Well, not Dylon.
Wow.
Okay. Okay, but if you're gonna address me in terms of music and spoken word, you've got to address me by my stage name, which is Alpha Disciple, not Double M06 or Double M.
Man, what the hell? Like, I mean, I thought we were closer than that. You mean to tell me I gotta call you by your stage name?
It's not to do it.
I'm kidding, man. I'm bullshitting.
It's not to do with our friendship, my friend. It's to do with the fact that it's to do with promotion, fam. And I ain't got no shame in saying that. Like I'm ashamed. Like you said, I'm a shameless plug, fam.
I'm completely bullshitting. Definitely go ahead, Alpha Disciple.
I
Lyrics.
wish I could slap all of you guys right now. Just get on with it.
Hey, look, yeah, I ain't one of those artists that front that I'm using shit for. I ain't one of those artists who front about not using shit for self-promotion. Like I'll be straight up honest with it. Like I'm not gonna. Look, there's no shame in me wanting to promote myself. At the end of the day, I'm an artist.
Nothing wrong with that. It's just you guys are so long-winded, and that's coming from me, so you know you guys are bad.
All right. Hush. The artist is about to speak. Thank you. When I get in artist mode, I'm like almost a different person.
Yeah, stops for fears.
No, don't. Just don't. Nah, just don't. Anyway, here it goes. Okay, so this piece is called "Fuck Friendship," and it was basically inspired by. It was inspired by, you know, but it was basically inspired by me finally crawling out the friends, finally learning how to crawl out the friend zone and seeing it for what it really is.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm sure we've all been there before. Yeah. Fuck friendship. Just a cop out to get what you can without being in a relationship. It's just empty hopes and dreams trying to live a fantasy when in reality, it's just one big fallacy. There's no chink in the chain, no crack in the door. It's just a whole load of shit that I don't need to do anymore. It's just one big lie so that she can get by, and all I do is make it easy so that she don't have to try. Is this life? Doing shit that a man would only do for his wife? All this dedication with no obligation, so much I need to learn in life's education. Because I must have been stupid, blinded by obscurity. Foolishly believing in a false sense of security. It makes me mad, but only at myself. I should know where to put my energy and who to give my wealth. But you live and learn, and this only made me stronger. Because I'm learning to be strong so that I can live longer. So in the future, I don't make the same error. Decisions I've made have been far from clever. A one-sided friendship that I was too blind to see. Oblivious was the word that best described me. I gave her ammunition to pop two into my system, which made me the victim of my own wishful thinking. Now I realize what happens when you get shot by Cupid. It don't make you fall in love, it just makes you feel stupid. But I'm without resentment and with no regret, because I learned those life lessons I could never forget, which is to love myself and love someone who loves me. And although truth may hurt, it's reality I now see. Because life is too short and I have no time to linger. I'd give my all to a queen once that ring is round her finger.
Now that shit right there, I like.
Yeah, me too.
I wish more artists today, to be honest, and this is not me kissing ass, but I'm a music purist, and I wish more artists today would use more meaningful lyrics than rapping about the same shit such as rims and sex and bullshit.
How much money I have, because at the end of the day, the most important thing on this planet is money, after all.
Yeah, even when you die, man, like if you're rich, you're guaranteed to live life to the fullest, even when you're dead.
Okay, let me give you. Who's ever heard? I'm sure you lot have heard Nas's Solar Ether. The Jay-Z.
Oh, sure, dude.
Damn.
That track is dope. But yeah, basically, I'm doing like my own little short freestyle to it, not like a full track. It's just like a short freestyle to it. And I'll give you one of the verses because it will kind of relate to it kind of relates to people today in general. So I'll give you like the second verse because you got me on the spoken word thing, and now I want to do a bit of rap now.
All right, man. Okay, everybody, you heard it here first. This is the OGL exclusive. I'm just bullshitting.
You stupid.
Go ahead.
It's not the whole thing. It's just one of the verses. Yeah.
Hey, I'll take a verse as an exclusive. Shit,
Remember to pay attention because this shit is the thing that make you CERN boastful.
All this talk about music, all this talk about music was I don't know. Is it okay that I can tell you about my project that I'm actually sort of working on?
Sure. Well, let him go ahead and get his verse out then. Yeah, you can go ahead and mention it.
All right, good. Yeah. So I'm making a comic series called Star Melody. It's a music themed action comedy that utilizes it's a basically music theme where you're gonna have like characters that implements like all different types of genres of music, like pop, rap, rock, metal, techno, country, you name it. Basically, you name it. Like it's gonna be all there. Right now, it's in very, very early stages of development. Right now, very, very early stages of development. I mean, I haven't even written down the proper story for it, but I do have it in my mind, so I could try to get it ready to write it down. But there is quite a few characters that have already been designed. So it's basically in my Star Melody Musical Warriors Tumblr blog. You could check it out if you want. And I'll just put up
that sounds dope. That actually sounds dope.
Okay. Yeah, if it's implemented the right way, it'll be really cool. Shoot, since we're on this spiel, I got something to say after you guys are done.
All right, guys, you heard it here first. You know, got an exclusive from Gilligan Stash on the OGL.
Mr. Stash, man. He got things stashed away.
All right, Michael, you got your exclusive verse, man.
Okay. Just give me 2 secs. All
right, 2 secs. Now, damn it, now. We got this good content going.
Wait, did you say 2 sec or 2 sex?
Oh,
what?
Come on, don't start this.
I'm just clarifying the words that you said.
Shep, sit your ass down.
I am sitting down. On my futon. My legs crossed.
All right. Let's just get into this now. All right. I'm hearing conscious this, conscious that, one bag of what crap. I need knocked over my cup. Let me start again. I'm hearing conscious this, conscious that, one bag of conscious crap. Many say they're conscious, nah. They're just a little smarter than your average cat. Still a slave, still ain't got a clue on how the fuck they should behave. Still don't understand the meaning of life. Just stagnant from entertainment, boxed in containment, lid over their mind like a takeaway container. Still a prick doing the same shit, cause the habits won't allow them to quit. With society cracking the whip, bathing in their own shit, sinking like the Titanic. It's manic, cause when it goes tits up, that's when they want to take the nipple out their mouth and panic. But it's too late, that plank you gotta walk. You should have listened when I was trying to talk. Not my fault.
Wow. Kind of good. Shit.
Hey,
you heard it here first.
I could just imagine Micah doing a collab with Mr. T because Mr. T raps too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I see his, man. His shit was deep. It was deep.
I'm more of a poet, but anyways, since we're all on this topic, it's way too early, but I figured since Gilligan's talking about a project, way too early as well. Look out in the near future. I'm actually reviving a book I wrote a long time ago, and it's coming out. It's going to be a science fiction, and I don't want to talk too much more about it online, but that can be heard. But what I'm going to probably start doing as a sample, just to get people interested, I'd say maybe towards the end of this year, I will post the prologue and first chapter to the public just for them to read and see if they're interested. And it's actually a very...
here on the OGL first, man.
Yeah, so as I was saying...
Bastard.
But I don't want to give away too much, but it involves a lot of history and mythology combined, amongst other things. It was inspired. I actually wrote the book back in 1997, and I'm revising it now. Now that I'm older and I have more knowledge and making it more seamless, because there was a lot of skipping ahead. I want everything to be more fluid, so I'm beefing up the whole story. But I wrote several books back then, and one of the reasons I'm working on this project is because my group, we called ourselves Trinity One back then. We actually wrote a story back in 1996 that was extremely similar to Avatar, and we never posted it. And I'm like, wow, if we would have done it back then, that would have been a success, maybe. So I'm looking at all the stories that we've written and the stuff I've written myself, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do a lot of revision, beef it up, and see what people have to think. And that's about it for now. I don't want to give any spoilers. Like I said, I'm gonna post the prologue and the first chapter sometime towards the end of this year. I'll probably show you guys ahead before I do that, of course, sooner. But I'm just putting that out there. It's a good read. It's going to be at least 550 pages for the first book. It's probably going to end up being a trilogy.
Well, I look forward to it, man. I really do.
Man. Speaking of books, I'm working on a short book myself. It's a book directed more towards young men, and it's basically it's going to be called Friendships, Relationships, and Ruthless Women, and it's basically it's going to be a book about it's basically going to be a book for young men in understanding, like, it's more, it says ruthless women, but it's more telling guys about it's more giving guys a better understanding about themselves as guys. Like one of the chapters I have in it is called what is it? Yeah, one of the chapters I have in it is called Who You Are, What You Are, and What You Represent, and that's basically talking about the different aspects of self, which is, who you are is basically, your individual self. What you are is what you are, like the your physical nature and everything like that. And then what you represent is to do with your personality, and I break down things like that. I break down the levels of I break down the level of relationship you may be in with a woman. So if you're just an acquaintance, or if she's like just a general friend, like same as one of the guys, or if you like her, or if you're at that point where the both of you like each other, and different things like that. And it also talks about it talks about like how. It talks about how we perceive certain things, how women may perceive certain things and stuff like that. Even though it's called Ruthless Women, like the idea of it being, it's just like, all human nature is ruthless to a degree. It's just basically, it's basically demystifying it's basically taking away the veil of, it's basically taking away the woman can do no wrong veil. If that makes sense. So that, guys kind of understand that, not every woman is necessarily out there. Not every woman that, that is around you as a friend to you, or it says they're a friend to you and stuff like that, is necessarily genuine. Just because they're a woman doesn't necessarily make them genuine. They have, there's women out there who have agendas just as there are men. So it's, it's a book that's basically for young men to just make sure that they don't get caught up in these things. If they are caught up in these things, they can have a better understanding of it, And but there's a lot of good advice in there for men in how they deal with certain things. So like, for example, like I talk about things to do with guys that I don't necessarily think is good behavior exercise with women and stuff like that. There's a lot of good stuff in there, but it's basically it's got to be quite a good book. I mean, I've talked to a lot of guys about it, and I've talked to a lot of people about it, especially guys and stuff, like, even women as well, and they said the idea of it is I've even read like a chapter of the book, and then there's a lot of good feedback on it. But yeah, it's basically just going to be one of those kind of books to kind of like, because they've always got relationship books for women, but there's never really ones, giving good advice towards men and stuff like that. The only thing I will say with this book, I don't tell you how to have a game, because if you either have it because your game is individual to you, and you either have it or you don't. If you don't have game, I can't help you there. This is just a guideline book.
Well, damn, man. You can't help me get some game, what the hell are you worth? I'm kidding.
Oh yeah, I finally.
There's actually a lot more to it than what he described, but yeah, the concept is really good. It's basically just it actually expounds and dwells upon the whole concept of real equality and understanding life itself from a relationship standpoint. That's the interpretation I got from discussing it with him beforehand.
Oh yeah.
Am I incorrect, Micah?
Yeah, more or less.
All right,
I got
I got a couple things to say before we end this podcast. I want to add a little bit more about a little bit more details about my project. Basically, I'm not sure if you're a fan of anthropomorphic characters, but it is going to involve anthropomorphic characters in there. But they are from a distant planet known as Planet Symphony. So it's kind of like the planet Mobius of the my time. Oh, not my planet Mobius. If you think about it, from the Sonic the Hedgehog games.
Yeah, the classic ones, yeah.
Yeah, and now for the last topic, I had brought about this on Gamers at Large. For those of you who have completely just shitting on Metroid Prime Federation Force, unfortunately, I will say I could sort of understand if they probably have never seen it before, but there is one thing I could say that I could sort of understand why they are so upset about Federation Force. It's because that the canceled Metroid game that Next Level Games was going to make, but Nintendo was, I think as far as I remember, denied the project and instead made them to make Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. But with that said, they wound up making a game like Metroid Prime Federation Force. So, bottom line, while I still don't think it didn't deserve this useless change.org petition like they love to use on every single gaming problems, but
Oh god, that just makes us as a community look even dumber. Most of the stuff we put on change.org is just downright inane. It's like if you are older than 8 years old and you're putting up these posts, you need to take a look in the mirror and really contemplate what your life is about. And once you're done with that, go call a special number where they have a really nice person who sits behind the desk who asks you about your life. And if you're still that way, then there's a nice white jacket you could put on, and some pills you could pop, and yeah.
Okay, what were you gonna say, Cage?
Well, the old me would have said just kill yourself, but I've learned to be more kind.
Oh no, I finally got my train of thought back on the rails. When it came to like
30 minutes late,
Twilight,
go ahead.
it's like the Twilight Princess amiibo ordeal, and it's like everyone lose their minds and crying whatever goes on Nintendo, and it's like I'm really starting to believe that these gamers, quote unquote gamers, are the biggest reason why the Wii U is selling like it is. It has nothing to do with media, power, or anything. So I think it's their own fault that why Wii U's like it is.
Well, I will clarify this. Most of these people only act this way on the internet. I know a lot of people that are gamers that don't really get involved in this crap, and they have a completely different mindset. It's the regular gamers that don't really mess with social media too much could give a crap about half the stuff we're going through. It's just us here in this community that don't know how to act right, and it's disappointing. And I hate that fact because it doesn't help the argument about. I'm trying to avoid politics, but I do not like how we're being portrayed. Sadly, our actions feed into that. Not all of us, obviously, but majority of the people within our community sadly do not act right. And here's something I have to say. I have to give props to the women in our community because they usually don't act as bad as the rest of us men.
Very, very true.
Most of the drama I see are usually a bunch of males acting like idiots.
Nah, even worse, they're acting like bitches. I'm not like, you know, like I don't even address women. I don't even address women as bitches unless they go on like they warrant the title. But I don't even address women as bitches. So, you know, to say that these men are going on a bunch of bitches means that you're going on like you're going on worse than you're going on worse than little girls. Like seriously, these people need to grow up and realize that, you know, with all the crap that's going on in the world. And again, I don't mean to, and just like Shep, I don't really mean to bring up politics, but with all the crap that's going on in the world. And people want to cry about video games, a form of entertainment that we have the privilege of enjoying, where some countries don't even, probably have never even touched an NES before in their life. Like,
they barely have power. They just more concerned about eating a meal.
Exactly. Like video gaming is a privilege at the end of the day.
Not only that,
Like driver's license.
Let's be real for a moment. This is just us playing with sophisticated toys. These are toys. Get over yourselves. This is electronic toys. So when I hear grown men talking about you go play your kiddie games while I go play my... No, you idiot. We're all playing kid games. It's just some have a higher bar. Because honestly, most of the mature rating games are often played more by little kids. Ironically.
Oh yeah, and the more kiddier games is played more by the adult audience.
Yeah, so I'm
yes,
like,
because
I know that most of my collections ENT stuff.
We as adults, as grown, mature people, can accept this for what it is and enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah, so I mean, y'all just need to get over yourselves and accept the fact that one, this is a privilege, and two, at the end of the day, we are playing with sophisticated toys. So adult and kiddie and all that other stuff, just forget about that and enjoy yourself. It's a pointless argument, and you just look like an idiot.
Yeah, man.
And let me add to this.
Take the psychological dildo out your backside and enjoy life.
Yeah.
I was about to add one more thing. The fact that they use a site like change.org, a site that's supposed to be used for much bigger problems that's going on in this world, like, you know, oppression, world hunger,
Homeless people. Veterans not getting the proper benefits and
video
suffering.
games. They're using these petitions on video games. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, it's sad, man. Well, on that note, we come to the end of the...
Slap yourself.
Shut up. To the end of the first OGL podcast. I'm so glad all you guys could attend. Go ahead and give your sign-offs to any content you want to promote. I know Alpha Disciple, you've already promoted yourself. And Shep, your book. But anyone else?
I ain't got nothing.
Yeah, you never got that. You play
I
that
support my levels. My Mario Maker level. Support
God.
those.
Put down your mushroom head.
Well, if there's nothing else, bid everyone a good night. Thank you for joining in, and
check out my new net video on Alpha Disciples website. Like, in fact, let me just.
And you can also find them on SoundCloud.
Yeah, let me just slip the link to that video in this chat here that Dr. Feelgood happily volunteered to put in the description of this video.
All right, well, I would definitely put that when I promote the video so people know where it is.
Oh, well, thank you. I wasn't expecting that.
You rat bastard, you trapped me. Anyway, we see you guys next time. Don't know when, probably next week, but just in case, I'm allowing a little margin of error in case, life shit comes up. But anyway, peace.